Really? Is it? Okay. Well,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I haven't done like a video podcasting ever, really.
really? Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
hopefully it's all right. Hopefully it's not too bad.
yeah, yeah. That's it.
But we're live. So Tony Iaconni
Okay.
coming straight from the States, I believe, at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. From Orlando. Yeah, just quarantining, ISOing it up.
Yeah. Are you on a lake?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I live on a lake here, so I've been able to still use the boat and get out and wakeboard a lot, which has been good. It's kind of been my savior from with what's going on right now. Because if I
Yeah.
couldn't use the boat, I'd be up. Yeah, wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Even in Ireland, all the lakes, if you do live on like a river or lake, they're banned and they have like police out in them patrolling them, which
Really?
is so unusual. Yeah. So I can see
Yeah,
it
right.
riding there. Who do you live with? Anyone else who you're able to ride with? That?
Like right now I'm just in my house by myself. Like we just bought a new house, Diana and I, and my wife, and we moved in probably I would say a month ago. So
Okay.
yeah, at the
Unreal.
moment we're just trying not to have anyone live with us because we don't know if anyone's got the virus or not, you know. So
Yeah.
just trying to keep that away, and once everything settles down again, we'll have some people at the house, and yeah.
Yeah. And how's the things been in terms of like obviously I don't know, you would be like normally on the pro tour and doing all the WWA events and whatever else.
Yeah.
Has a lot of that been cancelled now or is it still
Oh,
in limbo?
we like a few of the like masters was it wasn't cancelled, but it was postponed. And then the first stop of the US Pro Tour was postponed as well. So we haven't got dates for anything right now, but they say that hopefully in the next week they'll give us a bit of an update with what's going on. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't know when they'll start competing or whatever, but I think it's probably going to be a pretty long season. Probably take us into November.
Yeah. And
I'm
do you think it
guessing.
will begin though? Like, you think there will be a season?
Oh
Because I know a lot of
yeah,
sports have
I think there
cancelled.
will be. Really, yeah, I think there will be eventually. Like I know motocross is starting to trying to figure out what they're going to do. They're gonna do races. I think starting maybe like end of May, early June, but just have no spectators there, so it's all
Yeah.
live streamed.
Perfect for
So if like wait,
wakeboarding.
yeah, yeah, that's it. So if wakeboarding can do something like that and just have it all live streamed, then I don't see a problem with going ahead and doing it
Yeah.
because
It's
I guess they can like if you didn't want to have judges in the boat together, you could have a driver, like one judge in the boat, and then have judges on the course.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
so everyone is social distancing. So I can see it working like that.
Yeah, and even the competitors, like for the most part, it's probably the same 10 to 20 people who you all pre-ride with are going to ride with
Yeah,
anyway on the lakes at
yeah,
home.
that's right. We like wakeboarding here in Orlando is a small community, so like we're always riding together, and then it's just the same guys competing against each other, you know. But yeah,
Yeah,
right now, like even with what's going on, I've been trying not to ride with anyone just because of I don't
yeah,
know who they've been hanging out with, and I don't want to give it to my wife or her family, you know. So
yeah,
yeah, I just
absolutely.
try and
And
stay
what's
away
it?
from all that.
So you're just riding with your wife then, like out on
Yeah,
just
pretty
two of
much.
you?
Yeah, she's just driving. Yeah, she's just driving for me and doing that. So that's why
How,
I've been kind of. Oh, and I've been so quiet on social media. One because I got no one to film, and yeah, like two because someone hacked my account like three
I
weeks
know.
ago.
That's what I wanted to
Oh,
talk about because it's been crazy.
yeah,
I actually had seen it on your Facebook. I saw a post and whatever. And then one of my
yeah,
friends who's like seriously into wakeboarding was like, man, why is Tony selling his Instagram? And I was like, I
yeah.
don't think he's selling it. And then I went on to it and then,
No.
yeah, he fully got hacked.
Yeah, yeah. So like I got an email from Instagram. What looked like Instagram looked like a full Instagram email saying my account was going to get deleted due to copyright infringement. But then I could appeal it and prove my identity to say that it was me. So me being me, I was like, man, I don't want my Instagram deleted. So I clicked the link, put my account details in, and then that night, like I was asleep and I woke up the next morning, email removed, password removed, phone number removed, Facebook unlinked,
Oh,
and they've just like I had no way of getting into it.
that must be
Yeah.
devastating.
Oh, it was the worst. And then Instagram would not get back to me. Like I filled out the request form like 3, 4 times a day, every day for 3 weeks, and they wouldn't get back to me. And then it was just so lucky that this guy messaged me on Facebook and said, "I'll get your account back." And anyway, so he was talking with the hacker, telling him he'll give him like $800 if he gives the account, like gives the information. And the
No
hacker
way.
wasn't going to do it. And then he goes, "If you cooperate, I'll give you this money, like no doubt about it." So the hacker, being an idiot, gave the account info away, and then I logged in straight away, and then just disabled the account, like changed the password, email, and everything, put two-factor on, then disabled the account for a few hours so that he couldn't get back in.
No
But
way.
yeah, no, it was pretty scary. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it back.
Scary. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
mad. And like, obviously, you've probably worked so hard to build that following, and then you just like,
Yeah,
poof,
yeah,
gone.
that's it. Like I've had that account since like 2011 or whatever, or 12 since when it started.
Wow, that is
Yeah,
scary. And yeah,
yeah,
it's mad how they don't get back to you. I had my Facebook
yeah.
got
I
hacked
couldn't
last
believe it.
year, and
Yeah,
same thing. And I ended up WhatsApping my hacker because he left his phone number on it. They took over my
yeah,
Facebook page, and I could see who it was. And I was
yeah,
WhatsApping him, and I was like, "Give it back," like basically.
yeah,
And then yeah, it just went on and on and on, and it was like 3 weeks as well about that.
yeah,
And then eventually, Facebook did get back to me.
yeah. Okay.
Eventually, but it took so long, and I lost all the content to date. Which on
Oh,
Facebook,
I
it's not
know.
like Instagram; you don't really care. But at the same time,
Yeah,
like it was kind of annoying. But
yeah. It sucks. Like, yeah,
crazy.
this hacker deleted all my content back to 1st of January 2019.
Oh
So I've lost
God,
like 2 years worth of
last
content.
year.
So that's like kind of annoying. Yeah,
At least you can post it
yeah,
again. You
yeah, yeah.
can't get
Well,
clips now.
yeah, I know. Like I can, I still have a lot of it on my phone, but usually once I put it on Instagram, I delete it off my phone, so I like
Uh,
can save some storage. But I do have a lot of it on my hard drive, so I just got to go back into my hard drive and check it out
oh,
and
that
download it
is
again.
such a nightmare.
Yeah,
I felt so bad for you. Like there's nothing like that. It must have just been awful.
yeah. No, it is what it is. Though we got it back, so we're back in the game now.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about, so then
Yeah,
you're saying about riding and stuff. Do you find like when you're riding just with like one person in the boat, it's like harder to push yourself to like do tricks or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah. No, like I mean, the tricks that I'm doing right now, like I don't have a problem with it, but when I'm like trying to learn new tricks, I like to have like friends in the boat, good music going, so you got a good vibe and all your friends get you pumped up to try new stuff. But when I'm just riding with one person, it's kind of like it's a different environment. You're there to
Mm.
train, you're
It's
there to
good for
get your tricks done.
consistency.
Yeah, that's right. So I just go out, I do like a 15, 20-minute ride, get my tricks done, and then I'm back in the boat, and I do
Yeah.
that a couple times a day. But yeah, no, I do look forward to when I can ride with some friends again, which would be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Whereabouts are you, like near Lake Jessamine? You don't have to disclose your,
Yeah,
your address, but like,
yeah, no, like I'm on Lake Conway, so
okay,
that's like
okay,
10
yeah,
minutes
no,
from the
yeah,
airport, and
yeah,
then it's only 5 minutes from Jessamine, and like five
okay,
minutes from Holden, so it's super
okay,
close.
yeah. You're in the
Yeah,
hot spot there. And
yeah,
how are you feeling then? Like, let's say for argument's sake, the contest start back in like July. Are you feeling like? Do you think it's going to be a good season? Do you think like this
yeah,
has worked in your benefit?
yeah. I definitely have like I've toned down the riding a little bit, just because I don't know what's going on right now. You know, like we're not competing, so we're definitely not making as and the money that we're used to making. So I've just been
Yeah,
trying to stay a bit, just try and hold on to the cash a little bit. So yeah, but I've still been
yeah,
riding enough to maintain with what's going on. But once I hear a date that when we start competing, then I'm going to go hard at it.
yeah,
That I can
absolutely.
get back
And
fully into the swing of things.
you mentioned there about like the cash thing, and obviously that's like it's pretty terrible. Like obviously everyone's in the
Yeah.
same position. But what about I saw that you like being creative, like doing the online coaching and stuff. How's all that going?
Yeah. So yeah. So I'm doing a little bit of online coaching. It's I mean, it's hard to build a bit of a clientele doing that, but I think if I keep pushing it pretty hard in the next, I don't know, year or two, I'm sure, because I don't know, just the world's starting to go virtual.
Yeah,
So I'm sure
absolutely.
that there's going to be some apps designed, and maybe I can even work on an app to where I can be there while they're riding. Whether
Yeah,
it's on a phone screen, talk to them. Because I
yeah,
know
just
BB
like on
Talk can do
this,
something. Yeah, that's right. So I know BB Talk
BB
has like a
talking.
headset,
Yeah,
yeah, that you can plug into your phone, and I can be on one side of the world, and then you can be over on the other side of the world with the headset on, and I can talk to you and coach you through your riding.
that'd be
So if
so
I can,
sick. Just
yeah,
people clicking on. Yeah, like a
yeah,
time
that's right.
slot. That would
Yeah,
be
so if I can
awesome.
start to do that, that'd be good. But yeah, that's why like I started to go that virtual online coaching, because like I was doing a lot of coaching before, just like on my
That's
boat and whatnot. And yeah, a lot of that just slowed up. Like I haven't been doing any coaching right now, just
yeah,
with what's going on. I think people are trying to save money, and they don't want to get the virus, so they're staying
yeah,
home.
absolutely. And
Which
but like, how come? Like, I'm guessing a little bit financial, but like the thing that I definitely admired about you, well, I saw you started to do it maybe like 2 years ago, was to do coaching.
yeah,
Because like probably when you're at the top of like, and you are at the top of like you're winning like contests and like podium all the
yeah,
time, like no one really bothers. Like it's only like, let's say it's the guys who are 10 to 20th who coach. Like normally the top 10
that's
don't
right.
bother. How
Yeah.
come you
So
go into that?
because I don't know. When I was younger, I was kind of in between two major cities. So a lot of the, like in Australia, so a lot of the riders that used to do the coaching tours would always stop in my town and do like a coaching clinic. And I used to think it was the best thing ever being able to ride with like the top pros, you know. I got so excited to go out and do that sort of thing. So I just, one day I felt like I wanted to kind of give back to the wakeboard community and give the kids someone able to be on the water with and have some fun with, you know. So that's like in Australia, I did a little bit of a tour to try and bring wakeboarding to towns that don't really see it as much and have pro riders there. And I enjoy it. Like there's no other feeling like teaching someone how to get up on the wakeboard for the first time or teaching them that new trick. So yeah, it kind of brings you back to my younger days when I was first starting.
Yeah, no, I suppose we're the same. Obviously there wasn't exactly like, I don't know, Phil Selvin coming through Dublin, but like we did have some like local riders or even a few guys from the UK. I think Hamish Lowe, is he Australian actually?
Hamish Lowe, I'm not sure.
I don't know if you remember. He was like, I remember like the first like big, at the time he was big in the UK, but I don't think he was from the UK. But yeah, it definitely kind of eggs you on a bit. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool though that you're doing all that and like kind of grounded, like not above it all, which I feel like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I want to be like that pro rider that people can relate to, you know. I don't want to be like, oh, he must be a pro rider. He's a bit of a, you know, you know, like if you think of an actor, you know, if you think of an actor, you know that personality you think they'd have. I don't want to have that kind of image with wakeboard. I want to be relative and I want to be able to talk to the kids. I want to talk to the families and just have fun with them, just like a normal kid, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. For some reason, I don't know what you said there, but something just sparked in my brain, and you just made a huge change in sponsors.
So I just changed over board companies over to Job. So I was with Connolly for since the start of my pro career. I think it was like it was getting close to 10 years, and Job approached me. Like Job, I've been talking to Job for probably a year now, and we tried to make something happen like probably last year, and didn't really, like, the timing wasn't good, but then this year we kind of worked on it a little bit, and just their plans with what they're doing within the industry and the plans that I had, like I want to push the coaching pretty hard, and Job's like kind of motto is gets you on the water. And that's what I'm kind of doing with the coaching, is like getting people on the water, building the industry. You know, it's just about getting people on the water and having fun. So no, it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's so different though, because obviously the crazy thing was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they kind of pulled out of all the cable stuff. And I had heard that they were, to believe it, they did approach me at one stage. I just said like I had no interest, but they'd said that they were going to go the whole boat route and all that, and I was kind of just surprised. But yeah, no, it's cool that they're doing that. Will you be over in Europe then a bit more, because they're based
I think so, yeah, doing some shoots and whatnot, seeing the headquarters and all that in Amsterdam. So yeah, that would be cool. Just it's pretty cool, you know, just being able to, it kind of freshened things up again. You know, I was with Connolly for a long time, and they're an awesome group of people, and I loved riding for them. But I just feel like I needed something new in my career. You know, I've had the same sponsors for a long time, so it's good to kind of get that bit of fire and keep it fresh again.
Yeah, change is good. You also moved like a few years ago from Mastercraft to Nautique as well, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. So that was, I think, 2016. That was on the back of really good year actually. I think it was pretty much my first pro career that I kind of made an impact, because like I went pro in 2014 and I had like a couple of podiums maybe, and then 2015 I put on a little bit of weight, and I wouldn't say I wasn't serious about the riding. Like I was still really serious, but I just didn't push myself, you know. And then 2016, I just kind of
you lost an insane amount of weight as well. I remember.
So I was like 96 kilo at one stage, and then I got down to 78 kilo.
Wow. Must be so much easier to wakeboard.
Oh, it was unreal. Like the tricks that I could do, I was like, man, why haven't I done this before? You know? Like being able to, like I learned to do 1080s, you know, I think I learned my first double flip, you know, just everything was so much easier and so consistent.
Yeah. And that's why you get injured as well, because you're fitter, and B, you're not as heavy.
Yeah, like I was training, I couldn't physically train anymore. That's like my mentality was like, just go for it as hard as you can. see what happens for the year. If it works, it works. That's great. And if it doesn't, then I don't know what else to do. But no, it paid off. I think I won. I got second on the Pro Tour. I got second in the World Series. I won the Malibu Evolution Series and won the US National. So it was really paying here. Yeah. It paid off a lot.
And what was you said like what was the spark behind it? Was it that like guys like, I don't know if Nick Rapper was even really around then, but like he trained so hard in the gym and now you see like everyone like Dowdy's in there, Harley's in there. Was it all that or was it just within yourself?
It was within myself because I was like, I don't know, growing up I was all like, I don't know, just everyone like had my eye on me to see like what like I was meant to be the next big thing, you know? Yeah. And then in 2015, it kind of things slowed down and, you know, I wasn't in the magazines, I wasn't doing that. And so that kind of like didn't get under my skin, but it just put like a fire and just like, go get it, you know? Yeah. Like be back at the top. So no, it was good.
Yeah. It's like almost like, I don't know if you remember in school, but like, I don't know, it's like someone like, I don't know, some kid comes back and he's like, his voice is broken. Like there was just a huge change. If that makes sense. I remember seeing, I think it was the wakeboarding site. Was that what they were called? That put out something on Instagram. I was like, what?
Yeah, the wakeboard site. Insane. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, I was running every day for like an hour, going to the gym twice a day, like eating. I couldn't eat any better, you know. Really? But now, but now like I put on a little bit of weight, but I'm not like, I'm still fit and happy where I am. But
yeah, like
I still got a little bit of. Yeah, that's right. I would like to be a little bit lighter, but I'm working on it right now. Got a little bit of time to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in the gym and stuff, or like out running at the moment?
So well, I mean, the gyms are closed here in America with what's going on, but I've been on the Facebook Marketplace, like buying gym equipment and whatnot. So I got a little home gym set up right now, and so I do that, and I'm trying to run every day. So it's been good. Still being active and keeping moving.
Yeah, absolutely. And with going forward this year, because obviously, like I'm just going back to the contest stuff. Obviously, Dowdy's going to be injured or is injured, unfortunately. Yeah. And then Harley I don't know if he's going to do. I actually spoke to him recently, but is he going to do everything, or will he even be able to? Because
I'm not sure.
The travel might not even.
Well, I know like there's a few, like one of my friends, Andy, he was in Australia. He's got an athlete visa and he was able to get into the country. He got into the country from Australia yesterday. And then Beck Ganger only just got into the country like 4 days ago or something. And she was saying that like, because of the visa she has, they were able to make it happen. But I think you just can't do it as a tourist, you know? If you've got a purpose to be here, I think she owns a house here. Yeah. So that's
well, I suppose if you've got that P1 visa, which I think nearly everyone does. Right. They're pretty good. Interesting. I thought like nearly like you just don't see planes anymore. Like planes are just the other night one flew over me and I was like, what?
Really? See, I'm like, man, 10 minutes from the airport here, so I can see and hear the planes going over. And it's like it's dropped a lot, but I see planes probably 3 or 4 every hour just going, like taking off, landing. Because you can still fly anywhere in the US.
That's insane. You shouldn't be able to. Like, that's just...
No, like I see it and I tell Diana, like, what the hell are they doing? Like, why are they still flying?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like here, I can't even get to the airport. Like it's too far. It's out of my it's out of my 2 kilometers.
Yeah, right. Like my neighbor's a pilot for American Airlines, and he said that he gets on some flights and there's 15 people, and then he gets on other flights and there's 100 people.
Wow.
You know? So I don't know. I think it's a big hype up with the media, I'm sure.
Yeah, who knows? It's kind of a difficult situation, but it's definitely thrown so manners in the works for like the year. And like, are you glad to be in Florida, or would you prefer to be in Australia?
Well, I think in Australia I sold my boat, so and up until like a week ago they had no, like, you weren't allowed to be on the water at all. So I think if I was in Australia I'd be kind of losing my mind a little bit. So absolutely. I actually flew here probably 2 weeks earlier than I planned to, just because of what's going on. So I got back here on March 16th, I think, and I wasn't meant to get here till like the 1st of April. So I was lucky with that, just because if I had waited till the 1st of April, I don't think I would have got back in as easy. Yeah, because I think they did the travel bans like just before April 1st. Okay.
Yeah. I suppose. Yeah, it's mad. At least and obviously you've got I'm guessing you're probably going to live in America from now on.
I'm still going to go back and forth. You know, I still plan to do 6 months here, 6 months there. You know, just because home is home, and you know you can't. I
Yeah.
can't just escape home. I love it too much. My family, friends there. So I'll always go back for 6 months at a time, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you
Maybe
still,
when I start to have kids, I'll start
well,
picking a
school.
place. Yeah,
School will
school.
have to
That's
be a
right.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Who knows? So
yeah,
you're married. When did you get married? Last year?
yeah. In November, I got married, but I don't plan to have kids for a few years.
For a while. Still
Yeah,
got some
definitely not
traveling to
anytime
do.
soon. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Still got a lot of traveling. Still got a lot of wakeboarding to do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Are you still on the motorbikes and stuff like that?
Oh, not really. I kind of stopped that probably 3 years ago, 4 years ago, just because I didn't want to take the risk of getting hurt. You
Yeah.
know,
You were good at
I
it though.
still, oh, I mean, I would, if you put a jump in front of me, I would jump it. But if you put me on a track, I was the slowest one on the track.
Really? For jumps,
Yeah,
that's way more daunting.
yeah, like I had really good control on the bike, but I was too scared to go fast because I don't know, anything can happen when you're going fast.
Yeah. True.
So
Yeah. Very true. But
yeah,
you've done like I've seen some videos, even maybe on a motorbike, but definitely, or maybe on a motocross, but definitely on a BMX. You can do like backflips and stuff.
yeah, I can backflip a BMX and all that. I actually started on a scooter.
No
And
way.
everyone used to laugh at me and tell me I was gay for riding a scooter, but I don't know. I was just a kid and I loved doing it. But then I moved to BMX and because I not grew up, but I made friends with a lot of the guys in the Nitro Circus, and a lot of my buddies back at home used to ride BMX that were pretty good. So I rode with them a lot, and they just kind of amped me up to do tricks because I've always had good air awareness because of wakeboarding.
Yeah.
So like doing the flips on the bike and the scooter was pretty easy.
Yeah.
It was the only thing I do. Just a
Is
backflip.
just
That was
backflip.
my
Just
one hit
have
wonder.
yeah. You have your
Yeah.
party trick and then just
Yeah,
leave
that's
it.
right.
That's all you need to do. I would never try
Yeah,
one in a million years. It looks so hard.
yeah.
Is it?
No,
Is it?
it's not too bad.
What about the fact that it's concrete, not water underneath you?
Well, the first one I try, like you try into the foam pit first, so
Yeah.
you get like the feel of it, and then you can go to the resi mat, so that if you
Yes.
do
Okay.
fall on
Yeah.
the resi mat, it's soft. And then like if you do a heap of them there, then you get the air awareness and it's nothing, and then you can take it to concrete or wood or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Okay.
first time
Yeah.
I tried, I was scared. I was really scared.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, so like when you were growing up, you weren't just like, because a lot of people, including myself, probably, like I used to be mad into skateboarding, but because of
Yeah.
wakeboarding, like I found I was getting more injured, like was ruining my ankles skating. So I just kind of stopped skating because I was like, oh, I might as well focus on, at the time I was better at wakeboarding. But you weren't just like completely
Hold
wakeboarding, you
on,
did other stuff too.
I can't hear you right now. It's breaking
Oh
up.
no, sorry, it does that sometimes. Go again. So no, I was just saying before it broke up that basically I used to skate loads, and then I kind of stopped
Yeah.
skating so much just because I was like ruining my ankles and like getting injured skating. So I was like afraid to kind of, I don't know, like I kind of sacrificed it for wakeboarding. Like it doesn't sound like you
Yeah.
did. Like you kind of kept it lit.
Well, I mean, I did like because when I grew up, like when I was a young kid, like almost, I think I was 18 months old. Like my parents would put me on dirt bikes and all that sort of stuff, And I rode dirt bikes and I used to race up until I was probably, I think, 12, and I started wakeboarding when I was 8. So I was still like racing motocross, like riding motocross and
Yeah.
wakeboarding up until I was about 12 years old. And then I completely took like I didn't ride dirt bikes at all because I was starting to get really serious in wakeboarding and didn't want to hurt myself. And then kind of when I got my license to drive my car, I because I would go wakeboard and the rest of the day I would have nothing to do. So that's
Yeah.
when I bought a dirt bike again and I started riding a lot. And yeah, but then once like 2016 hit, I stopped the dirt bike just because I didn't want to get hurt at all. And
Yeah.
yeah,
When you got fit and all that. And what
yeah.
about like what age did you kind of move to Florida?
So I think I was 15. So I come over here for the first time without my parents for like 6 weeks. I stayed with Trevor Hansen in Claremont,
Yeah.
and yeah, I did that for 6 weeks, and then I flew back to Australia, and then the next year I come back and stayed with Trevor for like 6 months,
Right.
and
And
yeah,
you were
I
like
would have been 15.
scary. Like no,
Yeah, but
like
like
sick though,
because
sick, but like
yeah,
crazy to think now.
yeah, like my parents trusted Trevor and his family, so it wasn't like I was just going to live with a bunch of kids in wakeboard. I was like there
Yeah.
to train. I was there, like I was getting coached by Trevor. So no,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah. Really good.
Kept me on my game.
Kept you in the straight and
Yeah,
narrow.
yeah, that's right.
And then when did you start like let's say like mingling with the rest then, or like let's say not staying in Trevor's, like going and riding with everyone else?
So I actually stayed with Trevor's for 2 years, and then like I met this kid. His name's like Robbie Holohan. I'm sure you know Robbie
Yes,
Holohan.
I know him. Yeah, of course.
So I met him just through like competing. So because when I was with Trevor used to travel to all the comps with me and just to watch after me because I was too young to fly by myself. And then Robbie and his family would go to the comps as well. So then we just like when we got back to Orlando, Robbie and I would always ride. Like he would come out to Trevor's and ride with me. And then the next year, I actually moved in with Robbie and his family. You know,
No way.
and then
In the family
that
home.
was in the family home, and that was in Orlando. So that's where everyone was too. Because I was in Claremont, so it was a bit out of the way, and no one really wanted to drive 45, 50 minutes to get out there and just ride one set.
Yeah.
But yeah, like once I was in Orlando, then I started riding with guys like Dowdy, Robbie every day, you know, just like Dowdy.
Yeah.
Me and Dowdy rode quite a lot, like, when I first moved to Orlando, so it was good.
Do you think
Gunner
that?
Darfy and Massey.
Yeah, of course. And sure, you're on the same lake as them now.
Yeah, I'm on the same lake. But actually, when I was living at Trevor's, that's how I got really close with Massey and Gunner, is because they were at Trevor's too. Like at one stage, we had, I think there was 4 or 5 people at Trevor's just riding every day. So that was good.
Way.
I got to ride with Massey and Gunner, and Christian Primrose is from Canada. He was there, and also Parker Siegley. He was living there too. So we had a good crew. And then the next year I moved into Orlando with Robbie, and I was just it was good. Just started riding with everyone.
Yeah, and do you think that's like the ticket? Was that like obviously you got I was gonna say you pre-learned the fundamentals long before that, but like getting the coaching from Trevor. But then do you think like to push it the next level, it's kind of riding with people like that?
Yeah, like I think like you're always gonna, if you're around your peers and your competitors, you're always gonna learn tricks. You know, because like if whoever goes out and learn the trick, it's gonna get me fired up, and I'm like, man, I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna go out the next set and try that. You know, just because like they're really good friends, but they're also your rival competitors. You know, not really rivals, but they're just
I know, yeah.
You know, friendly rivalry.
How competitive do you think you are, like on a scale from 1 to 10?
7, I think. I don't know. I'm pretty competitive. I don't show it. Like I'm always happy for everyone when they win and do all that. But if I don't ride good myself, it kind of like I go home and I just train to make sure that mistake doesn't happen again.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. And is that in all walks of life, or is it like, are you much more competitive with sport than you would be in, like, I don't know?
It's pretty much, I don't know, mostly with sport, but and if anything that I'm good at, I like to try and pursue it pretty hard.
Yeah.
You know, if I feel like I'm good at something, then I'll do that a lot to try and be the best at it.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah,
that's good, because I know people like often, like I would say I'm like much more competitive on a wakeboard, but it's similar to you. Like I don't really show it because I don't really like often. I like at the end of the day, like when you look back, like even if you look back to the times that we were like years ago at the World Cups when we were in like China and like I don't know where else, like Borneo. Were you there? I think you were there. I think you were.
No, I didn't go to Borneo.
Okay, so that was a bad choice. But anyway, like Indonesia or whatever, I think, or whatever.
Yeah, Indonesia.
So like at the time you care so much, but then like a few weeks later, years later, you don't even remember where you came. And so that's why.
That's right.
So I'm super competitive, but at the end of the day, like I'm not like super invested in it. So like I probably egotistically I want to like win or like do as well as I can, but maybe not. I don't know. But like what I'm trying to say is like, I'm completely different in normal life. I wouldn't be so competitive. I don't think. Maybe other people would say.
Like I was the same. Like up until probably 2 years ago. Like it's not that I would get angry, but I'd just be really down on myself if I had a fall, you know, or if I fell on something. But now it's like if I ride the best I can ride and I don't win, it's like, well, I couldn't have done any better, you know. So I go home happy because I landed what I had trained for. But like back, probably a few years ago, I would get like, not angry, but I'd just be down on myself if I did fall. But now I'm like, if I fall, then it is what it is. You know, I'm going to forget about it tomorrow. Everyone's going to forget about it. You know, that's what I feel like. You win, people forget. You lose, people forget. You know, so at the end of the day, it's the same. It's the same at the end of the day, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't really have, as I said, I don't really prepare questions. I just kind of listen or whatever. But I don't really have anything else. But I don't know if you have any other interesting insights to anything.
I don't know. I just not really. Just kind of cruising right now.
That's it. That's why. It's hard now,
There's
isn't
like
it,
to
to
keep
not
a
be able to.
conversation going, which is good. But I feel like when you got set questions, it's a bit of a different environment. It's almost like a computer talking. But if we can
That's
just
it.
talk to each other back and forth, it's better.
That's what I tried to do. But honestly, like me doing these, like I've wanted to do this for ages, and then
Yeah,
obviously now I literally can't wakeboard. Like there's no
yeah.
opportunity. Like I live 144 kilometers away from where I ride the boat, so it's like literally just, and we're
Wow.
not allowed to travel more than two. So and there's
So like
checkpoints
when
everywhere.
everything's normal, do you how often do you ride?
Um, I'd say I ride the cable probably like 3 days a week. I'm gonna say ish, and then
Yeah, okay.
the boat can come and go in waves. So like, I don't have a boat here in Ireland, so that makes it a little bit more of a challenge. So often I'll maybe like go
Yeah,
stay with a friend for like 5 days and
yeah,
ride like every day for
yeah,
5 days,
okay.
and then I could go like a full week without riding it. But then when I'm riding them, it's
Yeah,
not a massive wake or anything. It's just like
yeah. Is the cable pretty close to you?
so there is a cable pretty close, yeah. Like
Yeah.
probably it's in distance, like maybe 10 kilometers, but in time, it's like into the city centre, so there's quite a lot of
Oh,
traffic.
okay. Right,
So
okay.
I usually go there, or else there's a full cable about 2 hours away, so I go there mostly.
Hmm.
Which
Yeah.
seems like a lot, but you
Yeah.
kind of get used to it. Like it's always
Yeah,
been that
like
way. So
yeah, like in Australia, like we drive a lot. You know, I live 40 minutes from where I ride to on the river, so I'm
okay,
always driving up there every day. And like in Australia, I don't really fly a whole lot. I just like if I go to a contest in a different state, I drive 10 hours to go there.
that's
You
sick.
know, I just enjoy driving. But here in Orlando, if it's like 10 minutes away, I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's 10 minutes away.
Yeah,
You know,
like you
it's
were
weird
saying,
because yeah, the
people wouldn't go to
traffic's so bad
Claremont.
here. Yeah, that's right. And it's only 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah,
I
which
drive
is
that every day to go ride. But here, I think you're just so spoiled because you live on the water. Like, why would you drive 45 minutes when you live on a lake and you've got a G23 to ride? You
yeah,
know,
that's it's so
like
true.
you don't
Yeah,
want to go drive 45 minutes to ride a different boat if you have to,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, and then yeah, and it's just like away from your kind of your routine as well of like,
Yeah, that's
you know,
right. Like, yeah,
yeah,
with me, I'm pretty big with routine. So like I get up in the morning at a certain time, I eat my breakfast, then I ride at this time, then I go to the gym that time, then I ride again.
yeah.
Whereas if I go out there, it just kind of I don't know what to do with myself because I'm out of rhythm, you know, I'm out of routine.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is something I'm definitely like when I spend the time in the States, it's one thing I definitely miss is just being able to get 2 sets in a day, like five,
Yeah,
6 days a week with no questions
yeah,
asked. Whereas here to organize that is it's physically
yeah,
impossible, nearly like
yeah, yeah,
I mean it's kind of good. Like there is a wakeboard club. It's kind of had to close down now because of like it's a long story because of the government basically like with leasing the water and all this stuff, but
yeah.
there
Okay.
is a place that's like pretty close to me kind of, and the wake's not massive, but I kind of literally like it's a club. The membership is like
Yeah.
maybe €200 a year, but you get the keys to the place, so like that was
Right.
pretty
Okay.
sick when that was running
Yeah.
like a
Right.
full operation. That was really good.
Yeah, that is
So
good.
you could be a bit more structured with it, but other than that, that's why I kind of
Hmm.
like the cable here because you can plan ahead
Yeah.
and you can
Yeah, that's right. And you know it's going to be open when it's warm, I guess.
yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah,
Well,
you can just go to the cable by yourself.
yeah, no, yeah, that, I
Yeah.
literally do as well. And like I know people there,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just go on my own usually.
Yeah.
And I love the driving, the time to think and all that. It's so
Yeah.
good. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of like car reviews and everything too on the YouTube channel, huh?
Yeah, been doing a lot of different stuff these days. Just well, that's like on a different YouTube channel, but yeah, it just kind of
Yeah,
I don't know, just kind of fell into it, and I was like, I
yeah,
don't know, I love cars, so it's been pretty
yeah, yeah.
enjoyable. So
That's
you've
cool.
you've got a big built truck over there, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. I've got a pretty big built truck. I actually bought it probably 2 years ago. I bought it at stock from like this place that was Jacksonville, which is about 3 hours away.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got probably halfway back to Orlando, and the thing just cut out on me. Just because it's a 1997 F350, and it's got
Yeah.
the 7.3 diesel in it. And at the time, I knew nothing about diesels or anything. I just loved the truck. Like it's an old square body shape.
Yeah.
And yeah, the thing just broke down on me. And this was at about 8 o'clock at night, and we were stuck there till about 4 in the morning trying to get a tow truck. I had Elliot
No.
Digney with me and his dad John and yeah, a few other friends, and yeah, we're just stuck there, not knowing what to do. And like the first thing I wanted to do when I bought this truck was lift it and put wheels and tires on it, but then I couldn't because I would look good on the side of the road, but that was about it. Because the thing would break down on me all the time. Probably for the first year, every time I would drive it was something else, you know.
Oh,
So
there's nothing more
it took me
heartbreaking.
about it took me about a year to like work the bugs out of it. And then after a year, then I put the lift kit on it, put the big wheels and tires. And now, like, I trust the truck to go anywhere. Like, I would be happy to drive it across the country. It's
No
been
way,
good.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's taught me a lot about the diesel too. Like, if there's stuff that I can't do, I take it to the local mechanic. But when he works, I'm there, like, looking at how he does it, so that
Yeah.
if it happens again, I can fix it, which is cool.
Yeah, that's really good. And I'd say if you've got the motocross background, like, you're pretty good at that stuff too.
Yeah. So, like, I'm like, usually with fixing stuff, I'd rather do it myself than, like, pay. By all means, if I can't do it, I'll happily pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
But I'd rather just, like, try and learn how to do stuff. And, like, learning how to do stuff like that, it just helps you with other things in life too,
It's true. It's true. Yeah. But the catch-22 on it for me is, like, it's just, like, sometimes, like, you're better getting an expert to do it. Like, it's almost like tutorials. Like, you've done some of them, but, like, you can teach someone how to do something, but, like, can they execute it? I don't know. And like I've done stuff before with cars, and like, even years ago, and I was like 17 or 18, like, I lowered a car on coilovers with a friend. But now, although I've done it, I wouldn't do it ever again. Like, because just because I obviously have to get aligned and stuff afterwards, but, like, I would just prefer to hand it to someone, and then you get it, and it's like 100%. Like, I don't know, I've changed a lot.
If it breaks,
you go back.
If it breaks, you take it back and say it's broken.
Completely. I had a gearbox issue with my car recently, and I got it back after like 5 weeks, and then when I got it back, there was like, actually quite a bad, like, banging noise from it. And I was like, what the hell? They took it back again. And then it happened twice more, actually. But got it all, like, sorted. I didn't have to deal with it, which was sick.
Yeah. Yeah, right. No, that's what's good about that sort of stuff. But it does cost you a little bit more, but then you got backing on the end of it, which is good.
Yeah, I'm all about that warranty life these days.
Yeah, that's it.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, listen, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for coming on.
No worries, mate. No worries at all.
It
was good talking to you. It was good that we could be productive and get some people trying to watch some stuff and keep them busy in quarantine.
Absolutely, and sure, good luck with everything. Hopefully you can get back to riding with some people. I'm delighted you got your Instagram back.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Thanks, mate.
I'm sure your mood would have been a lot worse if you'd come on.
I felt like a new person. Like, every day I was just stressed. I was like, man, am I gonna lose sponsors? Am I gonna do, because, like, my sponsors, a lot of it revolves around Instagram. So
100%.
I was a bit worried about that. So, but no, it's good. We got it back. So we're back in the game.
Yeah, got it back.
I need to make some more content.
Yeah, well, there you go. At least you can get it riding soon. All right, sick. Thank you, Tony.
All right, mate. No, good stuff. See you, mate. Have a good one.